All right, now Tyler Perry gave us a fake out with the whole Oscar overdose thing. So when I thought he might have been the first character to die of the season, he wasn't. Now we have, Oscar was foaming at the mouth and we thought he was dead. We have Vinny bleeding out through the neck on the floor of the bar, and people are I'm sorry, but if on IMDb the actor that plays Vinny is listed for a slew of episodes in the future, I think he's like listed in 2019 as well of being on the show. So the real question is, how in the hell does he survive being jabbed in the throat or the neck with that beer bottle? And he, in the next up, by the time that Jim gets to the bar, there is a pool of blood on the floor. How does Tyler Perry has an amazing way? It's almost like, like in superhero shows like Arrow or in movies like, Iron Man and Avengers and whatnot. Even if a character dies in front of you, is not convincing that they died due to like time travel or some medical assistance or whatever the case may be. I think the rule of comic books or, whatever, or TV is like, you can't say that somebody's dead unless you see the body. But even in Tyler Perry's universe, it's like, even if you see the body for episodes on end, oh, we could just make him come back to life, like Quincy grabbing Candace by the ankle when he's been bleeding out on the floor for several episodes, and then he dies shortly after. So Vinny, my question is, does, they're cleaning up the restaurant of fingerprints, the bar of fingerprints and whatnot. How does Jim know that that's a Malone? Has he seen Vinny before? I know he says he's yelling at Wyatt, "I'm not leaving until you tell me who it is." And then when he looks over and sees the guys on the floor bleeding out. So we don't know if Jim walks into the bar and sees Wyatt and then, jumps on him first, then turns around and sees, holy crap, this guy is on the floor bleeding out, because maybe he rushes into the bar going off trying to figure out, well, who's this drug dealer, without realizing what had happened before he came in. So on IMDb, it seems unlikely that Vinny is dead. But at the same time, it's like, look, this dude got stabbed in the neck. The throat, the neck, whatever you want to call it. That's a vital area. Like, if anything, Quincy, was stabbed multiple times in the back, possibly the spine as well. So he would probably have problems walking, and he died from eventual blood loss. But this dude got hit with a glass bottle through the neck. So literally he's bleeding out. So I don't know how Tyler Perry can spin it so this guy can live. I don't know, but we'll just have to wait and see. Obviously, he's not going to be laying on the bar floor for episodes and days on end due to the fact that this is a bar that is open to the public to come in and, do bar stuff. So I don't know that they'll have a dead body there all season long. If they did, it wouldn't make much sense to me. Maybe dead bodies are not an uncommon thing at the bar, but the fact that it seems to be a Malone operation, a dead Malone is definitely a big deal. But honestly, I would think that Vinny is dead, but due to IMDb, which is as reliable as Wikipedia, it is possible that Vinny is going to be revived in some way, shape, or form. We'll just have to wait and see. Because remember, in the episode, it looks like, they're back at Catherine's house. Wyatt's going to leave, even though Jim tells him, is like, look, if you walk out of that door, you're dead. Like, the Malones are going to be looking for you. So we'll just have to wait and see how that works out. Because I'm thinking that, let's say if Vinny was the only person at the bar with Wyatt, and Wyatt killed him, and they clean up the fingerprints, then Wyatt shouldn't have any fear about walking around the streets. But the bartender did see him. I don't know if they are aware his name is Wyatt Cryer, son of Jim Cryer, and all this and that, but he did see Wyatt's face. So he would know that the last person that dealt with Vinny was this guy looking for drugs, and he was strung out in the bathroom all night. So realistically, the only person that would want to kill Vinny would be the guy that owes him money. We'll just have to wait and see. But I think that it is very important to look at this scenario for all angles. Is Vinny the first casualty of the season? Like I said before, I think it'll be very interesting if Tyler Perry scatters death throughout the season, as opposed to like a bunch of people like C or B list characters in the show dying all in one episode. I feel like it'll definitely add more to the story. Heck, if Vinny is dead, you know, even if he isn't, you know, he got stabbed in the freaking throat. Mama Rose was ready to cause a bloodbath over Mitch being shot at. Now we have Vinny either dead or on, you know, stabbed and bleeding out. So yeah, it's not gonna go well. But let me know in the comments what you think. Is Vinny dead, or is he dead? Or are you like me where it's like, okay, Tyler Perry, you need to write these near-death things a little more carefully. Like, you know, the fact that this guy's stabbed in the throat and bleeding out, that's something that I don't see how you can come back from. I don't know. Subscribe, comment. I'll talk to you later.